All right. So there we go. All right, we're gonna begin in 30 seconds. Just setting up some things. All right, guys, welcome. I am looking for my answers for the homework in the chat. So far I see British answer key. Wait, Raymond, where is your answer? I'm not seeing your answer for the homework, Raymond. Not seeing your answer, sir. All right, guys, please do, as you get in, like the live and share me out tomorrow. So you know you're losing 5 points, Raymond, off your test. Your test coming up soon. All right, so tonight we're going to be looking at, we're going to look at the homework to see what you guys did. All right, so the first one that we got was negative 5x, and that's equal to 95. So the first thing that we'll do here is what? We have to do what? Raymond, since you didn't do the homework, what do we do? Remember, we need x by itself. So what do we do? Raymond? Cancel 5? Really? Is that the term we use, Raymond? So if we're going to get rid of a negative 5, you have to look at what is happening with it as it relates to the x. It is being multiplied by the x, right? And so the opposite of multiplication is division. And so we're going to be dividing both sides by negative 5. Isn't that so? So it's going to be negatives canceling each other, 5s canceling each other. And so x is equal to 95 divided by negative 5. So positive divided by a negative, your answer will be a negative. And so we can now find 5 into 95, guys. Our 95 divided by 5 is what? All right, British, thank you. So 95 divided by 5 is 5 into 9 goes one time, remaining 4. 5 into 45 is 9. And so the answer is negative 19. Great job, Keisha. All right, so that's number 1 for the homework. Now we're going to be looking at number 2. Do you guys get that one? So British got it and Keisha got it. Raymond didn't do any homework. So we're going to look at number 2. Number 2 was negative 5, not 1.9. I guess it's a typo, Raymond. So it's negative 5x minus 3, and that's equal to 32. And remember, we're solving for x. We're solving for x for this one. So what did you get, Keisha? Raymond, what's the answer for this? Since you didn't do the homework, what's the answer for this one? All right, I see Keisha's answer. All right, so let us get this one. So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to be adding 3 to both sides. Remember, you have to get rid of the bodyguard. So we're adding 3 to both sides. So that is going to be canceled. What is going to be left is negative 5x, and that's equal to 32 plus 3 is 35. And now we want x by itself. So we're going to be dividing both sides by negative 5. After a while, these things will flow easily. So negatives cancels, 5 cancels. What is left is x. And so we have positive divided by negative is a negative answer. 35 divided by 5 is 7. So great job, Keisha, and great job, British. So both of you guys got, no, Raymond, don't change your answer at the last minute. You said positive 7. But I guess you realize why it's not positive. That's good when you can pick up on your mistakes. All right. And our final homework question. Congrats, Keisha. Great job, girl. All right. So our next one is 5y plus 5. Oh, sorry, that was a subtracting. That was a minus. 5y minus 5 is equal to 45. What's the answer for this one? Again, remember we want x by itself. We need x by itself. All right, it's the same step, Keisha. So because it's a negative 5, sorry, we have to get rid of that negative 5 by adding 5 to both sides, right? Remember, we have to get rid of the bodyguard first. And so negative 5 plus 5, that's gone, that's 0. What is left is 5y. And we are now going to be adding this part of it. 45 plus 5 give us 50. And now we're going to what? Divide both sides by 5, right? Because we need y by itself. So we're going to be dividing both sides by 5. And so y is equal to 10. Everybody, you see how I got 10? So again, Keisha, this is for you. The first thing we do, we're going to be, now we're looking at it, we see that we're subtracting 5. And we have to do the opposite of subtraction to get rid of it, right? So if you have a subtraction of 5, you have to add 5. So you add in 5 to this side, you have to do it to the other side, and that would get rid of the, it was 15. Oh, let me check back the question from yesterday. Oh yeah, sorry, it is 15. But this is an extra example. Take it that way, right? That's an extra example for you guys. All right, so let's do the one that I did give for homework. So it was 5y minus 5, and that was equal to negative 15, right? It was equal to negative 15. All right, so it's negative 15. Thank you for the correction, Keisha, for the homework. So in this case, what are we going to do again? Still, we're going to be adding. So it's the same procedure. We're going to be adding 5. That cancels. What is left is 5y, and that's equal to negative 15 plus 5. That will give us a negative 10. My picture is a bit blurry. Sorry about that. And so we need y by itself. We're going to be what? Dividing both sides by 5. 5 cancels. Y is left. And negative 10 divided by 5 gives us negative 2. right? So your answer should have been -2. Where did you get 4 from, Keisha and Raymond? Remember, it's -15, right? It is -15. And -15 plus 5, it means you are owing $15 and you have $5. So if you pay back the person that you owe the 15, you're still going to owe them 10, right? So that's our owing of $10. So you have to think of it that way. Think of it as you owing somebody $15. The addition means you have $5 now. You got $5 as a pay. When you pay back the person the 5 out of the 15, you're still going to owe them 10. And so we're dividing both sides by 5. 10 divided by -10 divided by 5 give us -2. All right, you guys need some more of this? Of course, I can give you some more. So I'm going to give you one at a time, and then you're going to give me your answers. All right. All right, so let's let you guys do this one for me. $3x plus 1 is equal to -8. And remember, I need x by itself. Again, 3x plus 1 is equal to -8. What is x? You're talking about the problem before, Keisha? -15 divided by +5 is going to give you -10. And then you're going to divide -10 by that 5. All right? So you would divide -10 by 5, and that will give you -2. If that's the one that you're talking, Keisha. It was -15. So it was -15. So the question was 5x minus 5 is equal to -15. And we're going to be adding 5 to both sides, Keisha. So we add 5 to both sides. Oh, you're telling me why you got it incorrect. Okay, got you. My bad. All right, so just practice with this one now, Keisha. Raymond, give me his answer already. I need the answer for number 1. What is x? Or solve for x for me. Solve for x for me. All right, I'm going to give you guys 30 more seconds to put your answers in. 30 more seconds. All right, so welcome everybody that is here. Again, welcome. We're doing some multi-step equations. Please guys, remember to like and leave a comment, and also to subscribe. All right, so let us go through this one here. Just give me a minute, please. So the first thing we're going to do here, where's my red marker? So the first thing we're going to do here, I'm going to do it step by step so I won't lose anybody. So the first step that we're going to take is this. I'm trying to get this up and running, sorry. So the first step we're going to take here, we are going to be subtracting 1 on both sides. You remember what I said, Keisha, when I say when you have a variable, a number beside your variable, you cannot trouble this part of the equation yet. If there's something hanging to it, like a +1 or a plus a number or subtract a number, you have to get rid of that first before you can attack what is attached to your variable. All right, so that's a rule. You cannot trouble any number or variable beside you cannot trouble any number beside your variable until you get rid of what is attached. In this case, we have a +1 attached, so we have to get rid of the +1, and we do the opposite to get rid of it. So this is +1. In order to get rid of a +1, we have to subtract 1, right? We have to take away 1. So we are taking away 1. And remember, if you take away 1 from this side, you have to do it to the next side. All right? And so 1 minus 1 is 0. That's gone. So the only thing that is left here is 3x. Do you understand that part of it? Do you get that part of it, Keisha? Raymond? Is it I'm delaying or no? Okay. All right. So again, we have to subtract 1 to both sides because we need to get x by itself, right? And so we subtract 1 from both sides. 1 minus 1 is 0, so that is canceled. We put back our equal sign, and then we're going to have -8 minus 1. So we owe $8, and we went back and we owe $1 more. So in all, we are owing what? $9. Are you seeing that? In all, we're owing $9. Am I losing anybody? You guys can tell me to slow down or repeat anything that you want me to do over. So in this case, we owe $9. So that's our -9. So our new equation, guys, is 3x is equal to -9. That's our new equation. 3x is equal to -9. Now, what do we do at this point? Keisha or Raymond, what do we do at this point? We have 3x is equal to -9. But I need x by itself. What do I do? I'm seeing answers, but I never asked you for the answers, guys. I want to know, what do I do? If I have 3x equal -9, what which operation would I go through? Which operation would I have which would have an effect on this? Yes, Raymond, thank you. We would have to divide, right? So in order to get x by itself, we have to divide both sides by 3. And so the 3's cancel. And so we have now x is equal to -9 divided by 3 is what? 3. But remember, once we divide a negative by a positive, your answer will have to be a negative. All right, so those are some rules that we have to remember when we're doing our division. I'm going to give you guys 2 more because based on the homework, some persons never understand. So I'm going to be giving you guys 2 more, and you guys are going to be giving me a solution. So we are going to give, I'm going to give you guys 1. Let me use a different color. (5x plus 4 is equal to I don't want to give you, let me have a negative, minus 11. 5x plus 4 equal negative 11. So I want you guys to solve for x for this one. Again, it's 5x plus 4 is equal to negative 11. What is your solution? All right, so I have my answers in. So let us get on with it to see if you guys are correct. So the first thing that we're going to do is to subtract 4 on both sides, right? Because we need to get rid of the 4 first. 4 minus 4 is 0, so that's gone. And we have 5x remaining, and that's equal. And 11, negative 11. Please note the negative. Negative 11 and negative 4, it means what? It means you owe $11 and you went back and you owe $4. So in all, you're owing what? $15. And we are going to be what? Dividing by 5. Why are we dividing by 5? Because we need to get x by itself, right? So we're going to get rid of 5. And so x now is equal to 5. Positive divided by a negative is negative. And 5 into 15 goes 3 times. And so x is equal to negative 3. Great job, guys. So all of you guys got it correct. Hi, Sandra. Thank you for joining in. Hi, Lanika. Welcome. I'm a bit stuffy. Every night I get stuffy. So welcome, guys. Welcome, Lanika. Great having you here. Oh, guys, you guys can check out Lanika's Corner as well. You guys can go back and watch some videos. She has some past paper questions there. You guys can go. She has a variety of stuff over there. She has science, physics, English. So persons who are doing those exams, you guys can go over there and try to get go and watch some of those videos to get some understanding of some of the stuff that she has there. All right. She have the answer keys as well, so you're not just going to see a past paper. She has the answers there as well. So that's a great way to go, especially if you're doing your exam, because I know a few of you guys have exam next year, CXC. Thank you again for joining in. You have been here, British, you have been here from yesterday. Thanks for coming in. Keisha as well. Big up, guys. Just big up. All right. So everybody got this one correct. So we're going to be moving on to number 2. Number 2. So we're going to have a negative. Negative 2x minus 4 is equal to 10. What is your solution? Negative 2x minus 4 is equal to 10. And remember, we need to get x by itself. That's what we want to get by itself. This one shouldn't take you much time either. But guys, please notice your negatives. So once you have a negative number, you have to make sure that you're doing the opposite, especially if you're adding or subtracting. So for the first one, for this one, it's negative 4. Remember what you need to do. All right. All right, giving you guys 30 more seconds to complete. Okay, more. Welcome. All right, so let us see if you guys are correct. So it's -2 minus 4 is equal to 10. So the first thing we're going to look at is what is hanging onto the -2x. Because we cannot attack the -2 yet because we have something hanging onto the equation. So it's -4. How do we get rid of a -4? Remember, we do the opposite of subtraction, which is addition. So we're going to be adding 4 to both sides, right? And so -4 plus 4, that's gone. And we have what? We have -2x remaining. And that's equal to 10 plus 4, give us 14. And so we need x now by itself. So we're going to be doing what? We need to get rid of -2x, not just the 2. Remember, you're taking the negative as well over. So we're trying to divide by both by the entire part of it. So we're going to divide by -2. So we're dividing by -2 here. And anything we do to one side of the problem, we have to do it to the other side. So if you take away, or if you divide 2 by this side, you have to divide 2 by the other side. So negatives cancels, 2 cancels. What is left? X. That's what we want, right? And so 14, that's a positive 14 divided by a -2. Your answer will have to be a negative, right? Because positive divided by negative is negative. 2 into 14, how many times we can get 2 from 14 is 7. And so congrats to everyone that got it correct. So let us go through. Lanika, of course. Keisha, Raymond, and British. I think British was the first person that put in her answer. Great job, guys. So you guys have a hang of this. So can I give you guys some and relax about 2 minutes for you guys to get them in? Or should I change it? Keisha, I'm going to give you the option tonight. Should I change this up? Should I start some other multi-step equations, or do you want some more practice on this? So that option is yours, Keisha. Or if anybody else need extra practice on this, I can give you some more questions, 1 or 2 more questions on it. All right, I'm not sure if she's still here. All right, so I'm going to give you guys. Okay, new one. Okay, Keisha, got you, girl. So we are going to be looking at something. Okay, British. We're going to be looking at something. It's going to be similar. It's just that we're going to be changing it up a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, so let's say we have 6a plus 5a, and that's equal to -11. 6a plus 5a is equal to -11. Hi, Jaden. You went missing on me yesterday. You just came in and you left. I don't know what happened, but I hope you're okay. All right, so what do we do when we have an equation like this? So if you have an equation like this where you have both parts of the equation, like 6a and 5a, having the same variable, you can go ahead and add or subtract whatever operation is they're going under. In this case, they are being added, right? So you can go ahead and add these two. So it's going to be 6a plus 5a will give us what? 11a. And 11a is equal to what? Negative 11. But are we done? Did we get what we want? Remember, when you're solving an equation, you need that variable by itself, right? That's the ultimate goal of it, of solving an equation. You need the variable by itself. So in this case, the variable is a, right? So that's our variable a. How do we get a by itself? Look what is attached to the a. See what operation it is going under. In this case, it's being multiplied, right? So the a is being multiplied by 11. So that little dot in the middle means multiply. So a is being multiplied by 11. What do we do to get rid of this again? It's the same thing that we have been doing. So we're going to be dividing, right? We're going to be dividing. And anything we do to one side, we have to do it to the other. So we need to get rid of 11. So we're going to be divided by both sides by 11. So 11's cancels. What is left is a. And now, negative 11 divided by 11. Negative divided by a positive. Your answer will have to be a negative. 11 by 11 is 1. And so a is equal to negative 1. Great job, Raymond, Keisha, Lanika. Thank you, guys. So a is equal to negative 1. All right, so let's step it up a notch. All right, we're going to step this up a little bit more. Let me ask before I step it up. Do you guys understand that one? Do you guys understand that one, or you want me? I'm going to be doing something similar. It's just that I'm changing the signs. So here we go. We have negative 6n, and we have negative 2n, and that's equal to 16. Now, what do we do here? Think about it. Negative 6n, negative 2n. Remember, when you see a minus sign in front of something like in an equation, it simply means you're owing, right? So you're owing $6. So let me use n to represent what? Nachos. So you owe 6 nachos, and you went back and you owe another 2 nachos. How many nachos are you now owing? Again, you're owing 6, and you went back and you owe 2 more. So in all, you're owing what? 8, right? So whenever you see 2 negatives like this, it means you're adding them together, right? There's a plus sign right between them. You're not seeing it, but it is right there. So it means you're adding them together, all right? So you're going to be adding negative 6, and you're going to be adding negative 2, right? So negative 6 plus negative 2 is negative 8. That's what you're owing, right? Again, you're not going to see that plus, but when you're seeing it like this, so if you look at your exam paper and you see something like this, it means you're going to be adding both of them, right? So 6 plus 2 is 8, and remember it's negative, so it's negative 8n, and that's equal to 16. Oh, I should have had a blue right there, sorry. I like color coding. So it's negative 16, right? Positive 16, sorry. And we need to get n by itself, so we are going to be dividing both sides by negative 8. Negatives cancels, 8 cancels. What is left? N. Negative divided by a positive, your answer will have to be a negative, right? 8 divided by 16 is what? 2. And so, tell me I'm going to beat you. You're always late. You're one of those persons that the teacher has to stand at the door with the belt. All right, so n is equal to negative 2. Do you guys have any question as it relates to this one? Again, so 16, positive 16 divided by negative 8. that will give you a negative 2 because positive divided by a negative is negative. 16 divided by 8 is 2. Because 2, 8, 6 is 16, right? If you guys know your timetables. All right. Let's step it up again. Before I do that, okay, so Keisha got it. Raymond, everybody else is good with this? Jaden, are you good with this? Is Jaden here? Raymond, are you okay with this? Do you guys need any extra practice on this? We have like 24 minutes to go. We have 24 minutes to go. I made a mistake, but I'm not good. Okay. All right. Good. All right. We're going to be... Welcome, guys. We're here. Remember to thumbs up the live. Share me out if you can. And do a sub at the end. Make a subscription at the end. All right. So let us look at... we're going to step it up a little bit more. So let us see how we're going to manage this one. We have 6r minus 1 plus 6r, and it's equal to 11. Now, don't go crazy when you see something like this, guys. It's simple. And I'm going to show you how simple it is. All right, I'm going to show you how simple this is. Now, when you see something like this, many persons in an exam room will go crazy. Like, what is all of this? I mean, why do I have 2 R's in here? It's the same way like how we had the 2 A's early on. It's the same concept, right? So, okay, got you, Jaden. So in this case, we have 6r. And please note, when there's no operation in front of the 6, it simply means it's a positive, right? So I'm going to tell you that. Once you have no operation, you don't have a negative sign here, it means it's a positive number. Now, when we see something like this, it's called, we have to group like terms together. So our first step, we're going to be combining or grouping like terms. We're going to be combining like terms, right? So that's our first step. So when we look at this, we realize that we have a negative 1 here. So we have to get rid of this negative 1. In order to get rid of this negative 1, we have to do the opposite. Remember when we want to get rid of something, we do the opposite once there's an equal sign. So I want to get it over here. I want to move it over this side. In Jamaica, we normally say we're moving it over the equal sign. And once you're moving it over the equal sign, the sign changes. So that's how we normally say it back home. So let us do that. So we're going to be adding. So the correct way to do it, though, is adding. So if you're subtracting, you do the opposite, which is addition. So we're going to be adding 1 to both sides. So we're going to be adding 1. And so we have 6r, negative 1 plus 1, that's gone, plus 6r, and that's equal to 11 plus 1, 12. 6r plus 6r is what? 12r. I'm making it this very simple for people who are not that quick. 12r is equal to 12. And so we're going to be doing what at this point? We need r by itself, right? That's our goal. Our goal is to get the variable by itself. And so we're going to be dividing both sides by 12. 12 cancels. What is left is r, and r is equal to 1. 12 divided by 12 is 1. All right, great job, Raymond. Yes, we have to make the statement true. Thanks, British. Yes. Thank you, Keisha. Yeah, the answer is 1 because we have to divide. So the first thing, again, just repeating for those who didn't get it, we have to group like terms or combine like terms. We have a -1 here. It's easy to get rid of that by adding 1 to both sides. And so 11 plus 1 is 12. And on this side, we're going to have 6r. 6r plus 6r is 12r. So 12r is equal to 12. Now we need r. I think this part is basically easy because this is what we have been looking at from yesterday. 12r divided by 12, that will get rid of the 12. And anything you do to one side of the equation, you have to do it to the other side. And 12 divided by 12 is 1. And so r is equal to 1. Any question? So the persons who are doing exams soon, you guys can take a minute or you can rewatch the video. I don't know, whatever you want to do to make sure that you get it. I'm going to be doing one more, giving you 30 seconds to make this digest. And then we're going to be going on to I mixing with more fats. Welcome. So we're going to be taking 30 seconds and then we're going to be. But Jaden, you have to get, stop saying that you don't like it. Nobody like math really. But you have to get it just for the purpose of passing an exam, right? You know, majority of you guys have an exam to do. So think of it as you want to pass an exam. And in order to pass the exam, you have to like it for the period of time you have it, right? So once you start bending your mind that, oh, I don't like it, you're definitely not going to get it. So start saying, I will have to get it, so you better like it. Say, Jaden, I have to get it because I have an exam soon, right? Or I'll be doing math soon. So algebra is a key part of math. It have to do with reasoning. So back home, when I was back home and I was grading CXC papers, you know that majority of the time, you know that when we are grading papers, your score, your pass grade is based on 4 things. How you reason your problem. And that's why they put algebra in CXC math or A-level math. Because you have to be able to reason, right? And that's, you need an A in reason. You need an A in comprehensiveness. You have to be able to comprehend whatever information you have. So just kind of bend your mind to it. All right. Let me do one more of these, and then I'm going to give you guys one to try. Remember, you combine like terms. You have to try to get what is similar on one side. And the other side, you have to group your other terms. So we're going to be looking at this one. R plus 11 plus 8R is equal to 29. Now I'm going to do this a little bit different from what we just did, but this is the same thing, right? We have R, and remember when you have a variable standing by itself, it has a coefficient of 1. That's one thing, and it means it's added. So in this case, it's an addition of R. So R plus 8R. Everybody's saying R plus 8R. What is that? When you have R by itself, as I said, there is a coefficient of 1. You know what a coefficient is? The coefficient is the number beside the variable. And remember, the variable is your letter, whatever letter you use in the algebra. So your R is the variable. The coefficient is that number before before your variables. So let me not say R, because sometimes it's X, Y, and all sorts of letters. So in this case, your coefficient for this R is 1. Your coefficient for this R is 8, right? Just to clear that part out or make it clear for everybody. So this is saying 8R plus 1R is equal to 9R. Before I move on, is there any question to that part of it? Did I lose anybody? Is there any questions? I'm giving it 30 seconds, guys. If there's a question or there's something that you didn't understand what I did, please to let me know. Remember, this is all about you. For these lives, it's all about you guys. You don't get it or you got it? Raymond, who again is here? British, do you get it? No, yes, a little. Is there a question as to how I got +1 there? Okay. Hi, JD. Welcome. Good night, hon. All right. So, yeah. So, I'm glad that you guys got this part of it. Yeah. No, it doesn't represent 1. The coefficient, the number in front of it is 1. So, once you have x by itself, so if you have x by itself, the coefficient or the number before it is 1, right? So, whenever you have a variable, any variable at all by itself, you have a coefficient of 1, right? All right, so in this case, as I said, 1r, that's 1 plus 8 is 9r. Remember, we have a positive 11, so I'm going to put it back, is equal to 29. What do I do now? Is this familiar? This is what we have been looking at yesterday. So we're going to be just going through this part a little bit quicker. So we have 9r plus 11 is equal to 29. So the first thing we have to get rid of is what is attached. And we have a positive 11 attached. So we have to subtract 11 on both sides, right? Because anything you do on one side, you have to do it to the other. 11 minus 11, that's 0. So that's gone. Only thing that is left here is 9r. And 29, take away 11. 1 from 9 is 8. 1 from 2 is 1. And so we have 9r is equal to 18. Are we finished yet? Thank you, JD. Yes, ma'am. All right. So the second thing is remember, always remember we need the variable, and the variable is r in this case. So r is being multiplied by 9. So let me put my multiplication sign there. R is being multiplied by 9. And so we need to get rid of a multiplication. And the opposite of a multiplication is dividing, right? So we're going to divide both sides by 9. So we're dividing both sides by 9. So 9s will cancel. What is left is r, and r is equal to 2. Why 2? 9 divided by 8 is 18 is 2. 2 9s, 18. And so r is equal to 2. Great job, Keisha and Raymond. Do we have any question as it relates to this one here? Any question? Are you guys seeing the entire board? Keisha is my bright sparks, you know. Where's British? So r is equal to 2. If we want to know if this is correct, we can put r equal to into the equation to see if it equals to 29. We can do that really quick here. All right, so r was equal to 2. So we can say r, which is 2 plus 11 plus 8 times 2 is equal to 29. Okay, I wonder where you were. 2 plus 11 is 13, plus 16 is equal to 29. 13 and 16 is 29. 29 is equal to 29. And so the statement is true, right? R is indeed equal to 2. Do we have any questions? So we just proved that R is equal to 2. Are we ready for one to try? Come on, guys. We have 9 minutes. Are we ready for one to try or two to try? So it's going to be similar to what we just did. All right, Raymond said he guessed. What about you, Keisha? Are you ready for 2? British, are you ready for 2? All right, so let's get on with it. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. I don't like using the green. All right, so the first one is, remember you're solving for the variable, guys. Negative 10p plus 9p is equal to 12. And our second one is a minus 2 plus 3 is equal to negative 2. All right, so here we go. Those are your 2 problems. I'm going to give you 1 minute, so 30 seconds for each, all right? Before I start, it's very simple, so 30 seconds, I guess, can do. All right, so I'm going to give you 30 seconds for each problem. All right, so I think I'm gonna okay. For number 1, please write the questions off first, guys. All right. Aging happily with Ilda, welcome. I'm gonna give you a minute to write the questions off, not a minute. 5 seconds to write the questions off. And then I'm gonna give you another 30 seconds to get your answer in. All right. So for the first one, we're solving for P. And for the second one, we're solving for A. All right. So take some time and take the questions off. Oh, oh Lord, JD. All right, understand. All right, so I'm just going to mute my mic for the 30 seconds and I'm not going to put on the timer because I want you guys to be able to see the screen. So I got number 1 from Raymond. JD, we have to simplify. We need P by itself, right? We need P by itself. And once you're multiplying by a number, and a variable, you have to divide by that number in order to get rid of it. Anything you do to one side, you have to do it to the other side. All right, giving you guys 30 more seconds. All right, so we're going to be looking at number 1, and hopefully you guys will get it, a gist of it. And yes, indeed, Ilda, you're at the right place. I'm here to help. Any questions you guys have, you guys can type it in the comment, and I'll be doing a video on that. All right. All right. So we're looking at number 1, negative 10p plus 9p. And remember, this has a negative at the beginning, right in front. And the negative simple means you're owing, right? So you're owing $10 and you have $9. When you give that person that $9, you're still going to owe that person what? $1, right? Isn't that so? Again, you're owing 10 and you have 9. So when you pay that person that $9, you're still going to owe that person $1, right? And so that's why we have a negative 1. So we're still going to owe them $1. And that's equal to 12. Do you guys understand what I just said? Yes, no. Raymond, do you get what I just said? All right, thank you. So again, just repeating, we owe 10, we have 9. We pay our $9, we're still going to owe $1. And so we have negative 1 to represent that $1 that we're owing. And it's equal to 12. No, we need to get rid of the negative 1. So this is what we have been doing from yesterday. If we want to get rid of a negative 1, which is being multiplied, we have to do the opposite, which is dividing. So we're going to be dividing both sides by negative 1. Negatives will cancel each other. The 1s will cancel each other. And the only thing that we'll have remaining is the p, right? And now 12 divided by negative 1. Positive 12 divided by a negative 1, your answer will have to be a negative, right? Again, positive 12 divided by negative 1, your answer will have to be a negative. And 12 divided by 1 is itself 12, right? 12 divided by 1 is 12. And so your answer is P is equal to negative 12. You guys can take a screenshot of this. You did? I must have missed it. Let me check. JD almost got it. She just had negative 1p. I guess because she missed that first part of the class. But yes, JD was on the right track. Great job, Raymond. Okay, more. Thank you for the confirmation. Yes. So P is equal to negative. Is it negative 12 that he had though? Oh, yes, he did. Okay. Somebody's on fire tonight. So P is equal to negative 12. Is there any question about this one? Keisha, did you get it? Do you understand? All right. I'm going to move on to number 2. Are you guys want to try number 2? All right. I'm going to erase here. I'm going to do number 2. All right. For number 2, guys. For number 2, we owe $2. We have $1. We have $3, sorry. Again, we owe 2. We have 3. Negative 2 plus 3 give us 1. All right. Negative 2 plus 3 give us 1. Everybody saw how I got 1 right there? You owe $2, you have $3. When you pay that person their $2, you're still going to have $1 in your pocket. And so I'm just simplifying that part of it first, right? And that's a positive 1. Because you're still going to have that $1, right? So we're going to put back our A because that's the problem. A plus 1 is equal to negative 2. I want to know if you guys got that part of it. So A plus 1 is equal to negative 2. Y plus 1, again, negative 2 plus 3 will give us a positive 1. And so our next step is to get A by itself. And we all know if we're adding, we have to do the opposite of addition, which is subtraction. So we're going to subtract negative 1 from both sides. Or we're going to subtract 1 from both sides. Let me say that. Sorry for saying negative 1 because that would make it a positive. So we're subtracting 1 on both sides. 1 minus 1, that's 0. And so A is equal to what? Positive is more than the negative. Positive. All right. My students here always say you keep the sign of the bigger number. So in this case, the bigger number was positive, right? And this is a negative. So your answer will have to be a positive for this one, right? But it is saying that I want to explain that part of it. So let me just sidetrack a little bit. So you had positive 4 plus 5. Sorry, negative 4 plus 5. What this is saying, it's saying you're owing $4, right? That's what you're owing. And you have $5. When you pay this person their $4, or let me write it how we do it in primary school. 5 take away 4. And that's going to give us 1, isn't it? Is it a little bit simpler for you guys? British, you understand it? Understand that part of it? So you owe 4, you have 5. And so it's going to be 5 take away 4 is equal to 1. Or you can think of it this way. You owe $4, you have 5. When you pay back the $4, you're still going to have $1 in your pocket. I love money. So when I am doing these problems, I think about it in terms of money. So I'm thinking of it like I borrow $4 from my husband and I have $5. So if I'm going to pay him back, it's $4. I'll take his $4 out of my $5, but I'm still going to have $1 remaining, right? All right, I'm going back up here. You want me to go back to the original problem, Keisha? I guess she's talking about the original problem. So let us go back to here. Let me erase because I'm not moving on till you guys get this part of it. All right, so this is the original problem, right? I'm trying to tidy this part of it up because we have two numbers over this side. I'm trying to see if I can simplify this part of it. And in order to simplify this part of it, I'm going to take it out. Let me take it out for you. Or let me highlight it. So we're going to try to take this part of it. We're trying to simplify that part of it. So don't look at the A, Keisha. Don't look at the -2 over here. Right? I can do another way for you. There's always many ways to do a problem. I'm going to show you another way. All right. So we have -2 plus 3. What this is saying, it's saying that you are owing $2. So you go to mommy and you say, Mommy, can I borrow $2? She said, yes, you can borrow $2. Right? But then you're walking on the road and you find $3 on the side of the road. When you take up that $3, you say, oh, I have to pay back my mom. So you go back to mommy and you pay her or $2. How much money are you gonna have remaining in your pocket or in your hand? So that's how you're gonna think of this part of it. And even if you have bigger numbers, you're gonna think of it the same way. Negative mean you're owing, you go and you borrow this. Positive means you have it. That's what you have. So in this case, you're still gonna have $1 in your hand, right? Because when you pay back mommy, you're still gonna have $1. But what type of dollar do you have? You have a positive because that's your money. That positive represents your money. And we're just now going to put back what we have. So everybody see this part of it. +1 is coming from here. So I'm going to write back my A because that's not gone anywhere. I'm going to put back my equal sign and I'm going to put back my -2. You get that part of it? Do you understand that part, Keisha? All right. All right, Raymond. All right, so here now we are going to be doing what? We need to get rid of the +1. So in order to get rid of the +1, Keisha, we have to subtract 1 on both sides, right? And so 1 take away 1 is 0. And so we have A remaining. And then we're going to say this part of it now. We are owing $2 again. So you go back again and you borrow $2 and you borrow $1. So in all, you're going to be owing $3. And so A is equal to $3. Let me show you another way, but give you a minute to see if you get this way or this method. All right, let me show you another way, guys. And probably the other way is going to be a little bit easier for you. So in math, there's always several ways to do math. Some teachers teach it one way, but you guys have different ways to do it. So let me show you another way to do it. Are we ready? So I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to give you one to try, and then we're going to wrap up. Oh, I'm sorry, Raymond. So let us do it another way. All right, the other way is, remember we want numbers on one side of the problem, right? So we are looking at this. We have a +3 here. We can take away this +3, bring it over this side of the equation of the equal sign, and the sign will change, or we're going to subtract. So I need to get rid of this positive 3, so I'm going to take away 3 on both sides. Everybody understand that part of it? So we're taking away 3 on both sides. Now, 3 minus 3 is 0, right? That's gone. What is left is a minus 2, and that's equal to what now? Negative 2 minus 3. We're going to add them together. So we owe 2, we owe 3, so we are owing 5 in all. Everybody get that part of it? Yes, no, maybe so. So I'm kind of like breaking it apart. So as I said before, I had a positive 3. I need to get rid of it. I need it over here. So I minus 3 on both sides. Negative 2 and negative 3. So you owe 2, you owe 3. You in all you owe 5, right? So you're adding them together. And we have remaining a and our negative 2. So now we need to get rid of this negative 2 by adding 2 to both sides. Everybody seen that? So negative 2 plus 2, that's gone. And so we only have a remaining here, right? So we only have a at this point. So now we have a by itself. We have our equal sign. So we're going to tidy this part of it up. We owe 5, we have 2. So when you pay this 2, when you pay your $2 to the person that you owe, you're still going to owe them $3. You always keep the sign of your bigger number, as British said before. So we have a negative 5, we have a positive 2. So 2 from 5 is 3. We keep the sign of our larger number, which is negative. And so our answer here is a is equal to negative 3. Do we get the same answer still? Did we get the same answer from before? What you guys can do, if you guys are not getting it right away, you guys can go back and rewatch. If you want me to do a video and upload a short video with 1 or 2 problems, I can do that as well. Somebody have asked me to do what we did yesterday in a short video. I have that video. I'm going to upload it tonight. For this, if you guys need a short video, or if you want, you can go back and rewatch just to get a fuller or a better understanding of it. You can use either this method or the one before. Anyone that makes it a little bit more simpler for you. All right. yes, British. It's negative 3. All right. So let me give you guys 1, or let me give you guys 2 for homework. Please remember, guys, please come and make sure that your homework is typed in the chat first thing. I think probably, I don't know, but probably tomorrow I can, or should I do, if I do the live tomorrow, it's going to be about half an hour. And it will be, I want the homework first, of course, and then we're going to continue on this, but we're going to step it up another notch. So algebra goes step by step. So what we did yesterday was the basic. This is like the intermediate, and we're going to be going up a little bit more on it. But I want to make sure that you guys get it. So if you guys don't understand something from yesterday or today, guys, please to go watch the videos, rewatch the videos. If you're still not getting it, type in the comment. Paige, can you redo a question like this? Or type a particular question. You can type a particular question within the comment after you rewatch, and I'll be happy to go over it for you or do a short clipping, as I said. So here is yours. I'm going to give you guys these 2 for homework. Please have them ready for tomorrow. And it's going to be very simple. So that's the first one. Thank you, Raymond. Yeah. Yeah, you guys can screenshot. The when I'm doing the examples, of course. Number 2, I'm gonna be doing. All right, so there we go. So there are 2 problems there, question 1 and 2. For question 1, you're going to be solving for P for the homework, and for question 2, you're going to solve for X. All right, you guys can screenshot this. Have your homework first thing tomorrow. I'm going to start a little bit earlier. I'm thinking of starting exactly 7 at exactly 7 tomorrow. All right, so come on in, type your homework in the chat, and then we're going to go over the homework. Hopefully everybody will get a clearer understanding. Guys, you guys can rewatch the videos. You guys can go back in and you can skip to the parts that you want to, that you're having challenges with. So you can just skip the video to the parts that you are having challenges with. Pause it, write the questions, try them before I start answering them, and see if you guys are getting it. Or you can screenshot while you are doing your work, while I'm doing the video, the live. All right, remember guys, if you did not thumbs up the live, please go ahead and thumbs up the live. Make sure that you guys subscribe to my channel so we can get more math flowing, and boost me up a little bit. Give me the energy to want to do this every night. All right. Again, thank you guys for coming in. Hopefully you guys got the homework. Let me repeat. Negative 5p plus 4p is equal to 5. Number 2 is x plus 5 plus 3x is equal to 9. And you're solving for the unknown, for the variable. All right. Hope you guys enjoy the live. Have a great night. Thanks for coming in. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. All right. Thank you again, Miss Ilda, for coming in. Happy to see you here. British, Raymond, Keisha, Tammy, Lanika. I hope I'm not missing anybody. Oh, Jaden, I guess. I don't know if Jaden is gone still. Ari was here. Ari's still here. I hope I'm not. Oh, and JD, Miss Moore. I guess that's everybody. If I miss you guys, I'm sorry. But thank you guys for coming in. Okay, Raymond. Raymond said he's sponsoring $100 card for persons who got. Is it the homework, Raymond? What, Raymond? Okay, let me. All right, Raymond said he's going to sponsor the persons tomorrow who get both of the answers correctly. So I guess you will have to type it. Come in first thing as we begin. Type your answers in. Let us see if you guys are correct. I guess the first person that get both correct will get that $100 phone card. All right, guys. Big up. Thank you again. We'll see you guys on tomorrow. I hope you guys got the homework. Bye. So, and